What's up guys, it's that Pan again. I'm here again with another video, and today we're actually going to be talking a bit about the updates, but I also am going to be showing you guys the shop and just talking a bit about it, and we're going to kind of look through what you need to do to, I guess, get the coins for the shop and all that. I actually had a video I was going to post, right, that was purely talking about the updates, but I didn't want to do that since the shop had already come out, and I was like, I'll just, do 2 videos together, whatever the case. So update content, anniversary, celebration stuff, whatever. I mean, another freaking event they're gonna kind of throw at us. I mean, I don't even know how they're gonna be fitting in all these events. So like, if we have freaking Island all the time, Island, AR, whatever the case, if they're gonna be freaking cycling these nonstop, I don't know how we're gonna have time to do these freaking events that they're gonna be throwing at us. Large scale region cross region optimizations. Island raid will return once every 2 weeks. And the thing is that the registration for the first round will start on the 25th, and you have the registration for AR starting on the 17th, right? So obviously once AR ends, Island raid will also come around, so you kind of can expect that to be the case, and you can expect right after Island raid ends, AR is probably going to come back around. Dark Seal, we already talked about this, going down for a revamp. Whether that's a good thing, we'll kind of have to see in the future. Recovery of Pompeii, that runs once a week now. Registration opening on Monday, battles happening on Tuesday. I know for a lot of people this is really bad for like schedule because obviously work and stuff, and people have jobs. Okay, people have jobs. This is not the best like time zone wise or anything. Although I will say they said that available time slots will be adjusted, so it'll be nice if they give you more times. Or at least adjust the times to be more fitting for people's schedules, you know what I mean? Because I doubt it's going to be like, for example, I normally do mine from 20 to 21 UTC, so it looks like they're going to be changing that. What the times are, we'll kind of have to see about that though. Island Raid and AR will gradually start after the Federation history reaches 28 days. Yeah. Okay, so added seasonal shop, participate in the recovery of Pompeii, Island Raid, and AR, and other events to earn seasonal merit and exchange them for items in the seasonal shop. Okay. Adjusted Island Raid rewards. This is something that I really wanted to talk about though. Right here. Increased aid station based rescue rate for Island Raid and AR Raid from 65% to 70%. And if you do, by chance, right, you get the subscription, that'll increase your thing from 70% to 75% your return rate. And even with that extra 5%, up to 75%, right, you're still going to be losing 25% of your troops every week, whatever troops you're losing, right? And it's just not sustainable. Like, this is an unreal, and I thought they would maybe increase it a little bit. I mean, something is better than nothing, right? Don't get me wrong, but it's just really hard to kind of expect people to fight like regularly, and I think it's really easy for people to be like, okay, well, just sit out some islands or sit out this one or just don't field fight or whatever the case is. But it's like, these games are competitive. You gotta understand that. You gotta understand people are gonna be going as ham as possible, and even if it's not going ham, they're gonna be trying to at least hit minimum marks. And you also gotta understand, if people actually listen to what people are saying and sit events out, how's that gonna make the game any more fun for other people, right? Because imagine half your island, or like 1/3 of your island, shows up to every island raid or AR. How is that any fun for the alliances there? You're only getting maybe half participation. Not to mention that if you do sit out, you're always going to be behind on rewards. You're going to be behind on nano. You're going to be behind on seasonal merit to get items in the shop or whatever, maybe devices, whatever the case. And you really just have to show up if you want to be able to like constantly kind of compete here. And it's a little bit annoying. It's a little bit frustrating, but it is what it is. You kind of have to. It's like one of those things where you just feel obliged to kind of show up. So it increases the Crusade healing rate for Island Raid and AR Raid. I mean, I guess is a good thing. We're gonna have to kind of see how good the increase is. I mean, if it's only like increased by 1%, who's really gonna care or notice? Not only the top 10 alliances, and I don't know why they say only. Because I feel like it was less than this, right? Like, wasn't it 5 or 4 or something? Or, like, I feel like it was 5, right? Not only the top 10 alliances in the region's Alliance Might rankings will qualify for Recovery of Pompeii. Top commanders defeat enemies mission will run from phase 3 until the challenge phase, effective from the 13th. I mean, like this one definitely makes sense to me, since obviously we have top commander probably colliding with Island and AR, but it's still a bit annoying. And I don't know if I talked about this yet, but I think one thing that is really stupid is there used to be this update, right? and they updated it so that you wouldn't be able to get like unlimited points in the last phase just killing troops. But now the more kills you get, the more restricted you are in getting points for another kill. So if at the beginning I maybe got 20 points for killing a T5 troop, by the end of all my kills I might only get 6 points for every kill on a T5 troop. So I'm not earning like 200 million points kind of fighting it out in Dark Seal. The thing that I'm wondering, right, is if it's gonna reset every phase, and then like if I kill a million troops, right, in on day 4, and then I kill a million troops on day 5, and then a million troops on day 6, does that mean that I'm not gonna have my thing diminished at all? And if that's the case, isn't this a little bit more unfair? Because I feel like if you put these regulations in place to kind of restrict people from taking advantage of this, I guess it would kind of do this would kind of be contradicting their old update or whatever the case was, to kind of make it more fair on other players to kind of earn points instead of just big players grinding up kill points, because obviously that's a good thing for me, but I don't think it's good for the majority who maybe save up their points and stuff if it kind of resets your whatever it's called. Okay, so recovery of Pompeii, I don't really understand. I can't really check the rewards here, but I'm guessing that I don't see. Okay, never mind. I see it right here. So seasonal merit. So as a winner, I guess you get 10 seasonal merit. This isn't anything crazy, but I guess if you're doing it every week, this kind of adds up. Not to mention, it's not like the rewards for the shop stuff is bad. So we'll kind of look at it actually real quick. Let's do this. So this supposedly is going to refresh every 20 days, at least you can assume, right? So, and I think people saw Golden Nano here and thought, oh my gosh, this is crazy expensive. And while it's true, you do got to remember that I was looking at AR and I was like, okay, well, have they changed it at all? And it still shows that you get Golden Nano here. So it doesn't look like they've taken it out of AR, right? Because if you get top one in top 1 prize here, you get Nano. If you get top 1 in phase 2, you get Nano. This says 1 Nano. And it definitely was more than 1 nano, so I don't know if they changed this to be less nano, or if this is just so they can be like, okay, yeah, you get nano in this phase, but it's dependent on your thing. I don't know. This is weird, actually, because I swear it was definitely more than 1 nano, and you get some for like fighting, which if you rank higher in your ranks, we'll kind of have to see there if you still can get nano from that. But it still shows that you can get nano from AR, right? So obviously it's not like you have to buy the nano out of the shop. The thing is, they don't have nano anymore in AR. You can actually see that from the rewards, or at least they're not showing it in the rewards here. So you definitely aren't seeing no nano in here. You do get 80 of these seasonal merits, but let's look back at the shop, right? So 30 of these seasonal merits for 1 golden nano. You can use 8 of these seasonal merits for 1 augmenter fragment, which actually isn't too bad. I would think about focusing on some of these fragments because I really need devices and I really want to work my armaments, and this is probably one of the best ways I can really think of. Advanced squad expansions, not too bad. I need squad expansions. I don't know if I'd use seasonal merit on it since it's seemingly so valuable. Nano purifier for 1, that seems fair. If you use 30, you can get a full fragment, whatever. There's part materials, the elite ones, for 6. I'm not sure if I'd get this one. I'd have to contemplate that heavily, and I feel like I'd have to kind of hit my end somewhere. Training speedups for 2. It's a 1 day for 2. That's actually not bad. I think the one issue is with how regularly you're going to be fighting is if it's even worth getting these speedups if you don't even have the resources to do it, right? Same with 1 day healing speedups. This is actually pretty cool that you can get up to 100 days of healing speedups every 20 days or whatever, or at least right now it's 20 days refresh, and then you can get those 100 days worth of healing speedups, so that's not too bad. You get mega resource packs you can also get, and these aren't too bad. I would just say the only thing is it's either you buy resources to continue your fighting, or I guess you buy let's say an augmenter if you want to kind of level up your count. It's like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place to decide where you want to go in the split in the road, you know what I mean? I don't really know what I want to invest in exactly, and I'm really gonna have to kind of I'm really gonna have to see, because I don't know what I'm gonna want to kind of put my stuff into. I'm heavily freaking contemplating on this one, so I guess we're gonna have to see. I do want to hear your guys' opinions about this, what you guys think, how you guys feel about the seasonal shop, how you guys feel about this being as regular as it is, if you think the rewards are worth kind of our efforts, if you think that they should just scrap this event and it's botched, right? It's botched. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys always for watching. I want to hear what you guys have to say, and I do appreciate you guys. You guys have a great day or night though, and I will see you guys in the next video. And that is it. Peace out.